been working for nearly 50 years with some of the poorest children in America. I started out back in 1964 as a teacher in the segregated public schools of Boston, my hometown. For most of the last 20 years, since approximately 1993, I've been working in a section of the South Bronx called Mott Haven. Now, I know there's somebody here from Morris Heights, am I right? Who is that? Yes. So I'm sure you know Mott Haven is not simply a poor neighborhood, but it is the single poorest section of the South Bronx, which was then and remains today the poorest congressional district in America. That in terms of elemental fair play for low-income Black and Latino children in our public schools, we stand today at one of the most regressive moments in our nation's history. The savage inequalities between wealthy and poor districts are every bit as flagrant nowadays in New York and elsewhere in the nation. Every bit as flagrant as they were in 1991 when I coined that phrase as the title of my book, Savage Inequalities. Even more heartbreaking to anyone who came of age as I did at the high point of the civil rights movement, Black and Hispanic children in the present year, right now, 2013, are more isolated intellectually and segregated physically than at any time since 1968. I still believe that racial isolation, especially when it's compounded by economic destitution, does tremendous damage to the young mentalities of children. New York, I should add, is the generally regarded by experts as the third most segregated and unequal school system in America. Can solve the problem of wildly separate and unequal education by scapegoating teachers. You can't do it by the mania of obsessive testing. And you can't do it by shutting down low-income schools because they're scoring low instead of giving them resources.